So make the wrong choice between new construction and resale, and you could lose money, time, and even your dream home. In this video, I'll break down the pros and cons of each so you can make a confident, informed decision before it's too late. I help buyers explore every single week and make the choice that best fits their goals. If you're weighing new construction versus resale, don't go at it alone. Call or text me at 704-231-6024 or use the link in the description to chat. I love to help you choose what's right for your lifestyle, not just what's trending. Let's start with the new construction pros. And we're going to start with the warranty. With builders, you're going to get a builder's warranty. Most builders offer a 2-10 warranty. Those 2-10 warranty covers anything from structural, plumbing, things of that nature across the years. And then you're also going to get some customization. So with new construction, some builders give you the opportunity to actually go into the design center and pick out every fixture, pick out every color, things of that nature, flooring, carpet, LVP, engineered wood, what style you want, what kind of painting you want. Some builders give you that option, and other builders, they have packages. So let's say they have like 5 packages, okay? So in one package, what you're gonna have is maybe white cabinets with a quartz countertop. Another package may have cabinets with a granite countertop. Another package, they may have more of a walnut brown or espresso cabinets with another granite countertop. And then the fixtures will be different for each package as well. And then you can pick and choose from that. And of course, all of these items are going to be a cost difference. So if you're going to get granite to quartz, there's going to be a cost difference within that. If you're going to get white instead of espresso or walnut color, anything of that nature, there's going to be a cost difference. A lot of builders now also making their homes energy efficient. So that is really, really good for new buyers that are stepping into the market, because what that is also doing is lowering your electricity bill. And this is the big ticket item, okay? Builders are offering crazy incentives right now, okay? This is 2025, and I am here in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, and these incentives are pretty major. So what I am seeing as far as incentives is more of that $20,000 to $30,000 range. And what that is, they're giving you that money. Of course, you have to use that inside lender. So let's get into the resale pros. So with a resale home, one good opportunity that you will have is it being an established neighborhood. So what that means for you, that means more space between the homes. That also means more mature trees. That also means more well-established HOAs and things of that nature as far as their systems and processes in that community. Like when there's like Christmas or the springtime's coming or summer's coming or grand parties for the pool and things of that nature. People are more active in the community. You're also going to have the option of having a quicker close. So usually with a resale home, when you go into contract, you know, it takes anywhere from 30 to 45 days to be into your new home. As for a new construction home, that could take anywhere from 6 months plus. So one of the cons about resale is the repairs. With a resale home, let's say this is 2025 and you're looking at a home that's in an established neighborhood that was built in the 2000s. Okay, they haven't updated the HVAC system and it's still working. You know, everything is still working. They haven't upgraded their water heater, but again, it's still working. One of the things that you're going to come across in a resale home is older appliances, older items that are in the house, like that water heater, like that HVAC, like the dishwasher, things of that nature. So that's something to be wary of, but keep in mind what you can do when you purchase a resale home, get a warranty. That can save you on the back end for when you first move into the home, because keep in mind when you first move into that home, no matter the inspection, you got everything done on the inspection, everything you think is well, once you move in, something's going to happen. It never fails. It could be minor, it could be major, but something is going to happen. Like take me, for instance, when I moved into my home, on the inspection report, it said nothing about the water heater. But once we moved in, like I moved from New York City, once we moved in the house, the water heater started going out. So I had to replace the water heater. What did help me is I had a warranty. And another resale con is the limited inventory. So a lot of people are, staying, this day and age, people are staying in their home longer. People refinanced during those the early 2020s and received that 2.99, 3.1% interest rate, and it's making them hard to want to leave that to go into another home where the interest rate may be higher. So let's get into the current Charlotte inventory. So right now, if you visited Charlotte within the last year, okay, so what you're going to see is new construction going up everywhere. That's something that's happening in Charlotte metro area and the surrounding areas of Charlotte, especially the surrounding areas, because there's not enough room left in Charlotte to actually build like a subdivision for single family homes. So what's happening now is you're going to start seeing a lot of townhomes, new construction townhomes that are in our major Charlotte area. There are some like freestanding lots where you're going to see new construction being built, of course, but the most as far as new construction is going to be those surrounding areas of Charlotte. So when I say surrounding areas, I mean like Gastonia, Huntersville, Mint Hill, Matthews, Indian Trail, Harrisburg, Salisbury, those areas. And then even the outskirts of that, you're going to see the new construction is plentiful. And with your resale homes, inventory, yes, is growing right now. However, it is still subdivision by subdivision. So you could have two subdivisions in the same area. One is going to be on the average days on market is 30. And when I say average days on market, I mean the days active before going under contract. So that neighborhood can be 30, another neighborhood can be 15. So it's really getting to the micro of our area here on the trends of what is happening in our Charlotte region. And if you want any information on a specific area, please reach out to me and I'll give you the details on that area. So let's get into the negotiation difference between resale and new construction. So new construction, for the most part, they are pretty firm. And when I say they're pretty firm, I mean like, what they're giving, this is it. So I have a motto where it doesn't hurt to ask. I've always been like that ever since I was younger. Like even when my mother used to tell me no, I kept asking until she said yes. Okay. With real estate, I try to bring that same mindset into it. It does not hurt to ask. Everything is negotiable. So when I go into a builder, I'm always asking the new construction rep for something. I'm asking them for something because you never know. However, there have been times where they straight out told me, no, we can't do that. And no, I'm not contacting my manager to see if we can get that because I know he's going to say no and I'm going to get in trouble for it for even calling him to ask that question. So I have ran into that. But what that means is it doesn't hurt to ask. Okay, because all you could get is a no, and then from that answer, what you got to do is decide on if you want it or not, or if what they're offering is not going to suit your needs. And with a resale home, that allows for a little bit more of flexibility as far as asking for any incentives. And when I say any incentives, I mean like for that warranty. Let's say you get the inspection report and there's items that are listed on the inspection report, asking for those type of things to be repaired. Or if a home's been on the market for over 45 days, things of that nature, you might want to come in a little lower and maybe ask for some closing costs, depending on what the situation is. So if you're thinking about relocating, new construction, it may be a good opportunity for you, especially if you don't plan on relocating for a couple months. I know like when I came to North Carolina, I had the option. At that time, I was a registered nurse. And what happened was CMC Maine, they were actually staggering their hiring time frame. So I had got the position in like November, December of the year before, but actually started working in like June or July. So with new construction, that's an option that could be there for you because it's going to take time for you to build. Okay, if you want less maintenance on your home, And when I say maintenance, I mean like, you know, doing any type of repairs, small repairs on your home. New construction may be an option for you because the home is new. So you might not have to start on those maintenances for 5+ years. You'll also have, with new construction, flexible construction timelines. Some builders have already inventory homes that they already built, have all the fixtures and everything in it, and they're selling here to you, the buyer. And then they may have homes on lots that can be built. So you have the option for flexibility. So if you need something right now, you can have the option to get that. But if you need something down the line, you have the option to still build. So that resale option is more for a buyer that is more on a tight timeline, meaning you need to move within the next 30 to 90 days or even 30 to 60 days. Because remember, once you go into contract, you close within 30 to 45 days. That process moves very, very quickly. That buyer that's looking in resale, you might also going to want to have an established neighborhood, mature trees. You're going to want space maybe between each house. Like let's say a minimum of 0.30, like a third of an acre. That's going to give you some land. That's going to give you some space so you're not actually touching your neighbor. The resale home may be an option for you too if you're wanting more character in a home. You know, a lot of times the new construction is pretty standard. Those resale homes that were established like in 1990, 2000, you know, they use different products, and they also built their homes differently, giving you more space maybe in a closet, having different layouts and things of that nature. And that gives some people that have that artsy mind and that interior design mind to go in and make a creative space. So if you're on the fence about resale or new construction, I hope this video gave you some insight. And of course, if you have any questions or need to add anything onto what I said, please don't hesitate to drop it in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell. I'll see you next time at the next video.